It's time to hear the story, make the connection, learn the lesson, and gain the wisdom. Are you ready? Let's get charged and be changed. The Sister Speak Brother Break Show. Conversations on grace, healing, and deliverance. This is Marcy Bush. Come on, let's journey together.
I would be either in a homeless shelter, in a crack house, or during the summertime hanging out in the woods. I was homeless, but I didn't have to be. But the dope made me want to be. You know, and I had started to watch enough police documentaries and seen death enough to know that one of the first things that the coroners do with a body that they found in the morgue, what they do, one of the first things they do is they take the shoes off because they're going to have to do an autopsy. They need to know what caused the death. I found out that they take your shoes off, so I had in my shoe, this was the lifestyle that I chose to live. In my shoe, I had a list of phone numbers and names in my shoe because it was a strong possibility that they could find me somewhere dead. And I needed somebody to know who I was and please contact these people to come and get me. But that's where, and I was okay with that. The disease of addiction was louder than the love and the respect I didn't know I had from family. The chatter was louder. Every time I tried to stop it on my own, it would quiet down, but it would never stop. So it was years of in and out of rehab and years of in and out of jail, years of in and out of homeless shelters, and years of just straight self-loathing enough to where, I don't even care,
And you said you used to eat out of trash cans.
Right, eat out of them or beside them. McDonald's, which was my favorite spot, because you could, if you go at the right time, most of them cats was trying to get out of there. If you go at the right time, and they haven't thrown all the food away, they would give you whatever was left. Sometimes, but most of the time, if you catch them when they throw it in there, it ain't been in the trash long. There's still some good. It's just coming out of a trash bag.
Right.
Well, you got an option. Either you can sit out here and starve to death and beg people.
Right.
Or you can hop over in there, grab you something to eat, and keep it moving.
Right.
Because your next hustle ain't gonna be for food, it's gonna be for dope. It's for the dope, all the dope, and nothing but dope. That's all we think about. That's what we consume with. We can't turn that off. It's not like a light switch. It's not, I can't just reach up and say, okay, I don't want to smoke crack today.
Right.
It don't work like that. And me being where I'm at today didn't just work because somebody turned the light on, because that's what happened. I have a 6-year-old, which I know for a fact that he is what God sent to me to be more important than me.
Yes.
Because I got 6 kids altogether, ranging from 33 to 6. My oldest kids, I was never in their life. My sister and them made sure that they had, one of my daughters, I bought her Christmas feeling like, felt real good about it. But Christmas was too far away for me to actually give her the gifts. It was too many days in between the time I got the gifts, and she could actually get them. So when you hear people say, yeah, they took their kids' gifts and sold them for crack. Yes, I did. I did. But at the same time, my family has my back, so they made up for where I was lacking. And they honestly were my biggest enabler. Some people can almost love you to death. It take my mom and them to tell you that the hardest thing for them to do was to just let me go.
Right.
And I thank them for that nowadays, though, because had I not been able to experience that rock bottom, that hard place where...
Because that's what I was going to ask you, too. What was your lowest moment?
My lowest moment was that guy, my 6-year-old. I was still drinking, still smoking dope, but it had got a little better. He had an ear infection, and it was a Sunday. We didn't go. I wasn't coming to church regular, but I was coming enough to know that I know who God is. I just don't have a relationship with him. Well, he had an ear infection, and my girlfriend, who is my wife now, but my girlfriend at the time, she had to work, left me and him with the car so I can go to CVS and get his medicine. Well, me and him go, and at that time he was walking, not good, but he was cute, and he still is. But we're in CVS to go and get his medicine. Well, they don't have it ready yet. Okay, well, I'll go to my mom and them house. Y'all call this number when it gets ready. Get the phone call. Instead of me, and I look at it now, which I wished 1,000 times I would have done it, but instead of me taking my protection with me, I left him. And in the back of my mind, I knew the whole time I wasn't coming back, but I kept lying to myself and telling myself, you're gonna go and get this medicine, you're gonna bring it back over here, that's all you're gonna do. I did go and get the medicine by myself, but when I got the medicine and got in the car, instead of me turning right, I turned left, and I went to the crack house.
Okay.
And stayed all day with his medicine in the car. And I knew he was in pain.
Right.
But that one hit drowns that out, and you don't care. Well, needless to say, I got a family that, they ain't gonna just sit there and wait.
Right.
So they came looking for me. And when they did find me, I took them on a high-speed chase through the neighborhood, and finally I just said, you know what, the hell with it. Here, take the car, take him his medicine, take her car, leave me alone. Because the dope was more important to me than his health, what they thought. And they would steady hollering, "Mutt, come on, we love you, Emory needs you, I did not care. Well, later on that night, as usual, when I ran out of money, I ran out of other means to get money or to get more dope. I took a long walk home, and I honestly talked to God again. I walked the same walk again, and I was like, God, you know what? I think I'm really sick of this sugar honey iced tea right now. If you could do something for me, just one more time, at least give me a chance to show him, what I don't even know at the time.
Right.
Who I am.
But your heart wanted better.
Right. And the whole walk, I'm saying, okay, I'm talking to God and I'm saying to myself, like, you ain't gonna be able to do that. You didn't try that one time before. And then I'm like, God, but I promise you, if just one more, I need a rehab. I need a rehab. I need a do-over. I need to just give me a chance to get back. Give me a chance to shake back. So I get to my mom and them house, and I'm thinking I'm sneaking into the car, but this night they set the alarm, and now the car go off, and now the alarm going off, and now they waking up. And they come to the door, and they let me in again. And I go in, and they look at me, and I look at them, and it's the same thing. It ain't nothing new. So I lay down. And that Monday morning, I didn't go to sleep. I laid down. I got up, and I called the rehab. Because, okay, God, I promise you, you know, if you do this for me this time, I do all I can to make it work. And my problem was, I've been in and out of rehab. And I read the book. I went to meetings. And I learned the lingo. So I know how to manipulate people. Right? But I promise you this time, you know, I want to get it right. So out of everything I know, show me again. I went to the Aiken Center, which is where my dad was the director of intervention on alcohol and drug abuse at. Not at this time. He's retired now. And went and talked with the lady, had another assessment, and she found me another bed in Columbia. And this was my first day clean was November 25th, 2016. Now it was 2, 3, maybe 4 days later before I went to physically be in rehab.
Okay.
But I knew I did not want to use. I knew I wanted to give it a shot because I know everything starts with just one day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm talking with God, and God already said, okay, I'll do that. Okay. Well, in my head, okay, well, they ain't found you a bed yet. Let's just know if I leave. And I made what saved me was I had already ordered him a car for Christmas. But it had to be put together.
Okay.
Lo and behold, it shows up at my mom and the house that needed to be put together.
Okay.
Now, me and his mama, we own the house because I done took our car, the whole nine, lost everything, right? So I'm at the house putting this car together, and that's the only thing that's holding me hostage.
Okay.
That keeps the chatter down.
Yes.
So I don't listen to the other me and leave. If I leave this house, I'm not coming back. Right. So I'm putting this car together, and then the phone rang. You know, Lamont, we got a bed, but you got to get there such time. And I'm saying to myself, well, I ain't got nobody. So I call my baby sister. And just like the Avengers, they show up at my mama's house and, don't worry about it.
I remember this week, Mom. I remember from Sunday, them realizing you were gone and going searching for you and the high-speed chase. And boy, when I tell you, it was, we were praying. We were praying for you. We were praying for them. We were praying, don't lose hope. God can do it.
Right. And God did it. He did it all. They came and got me. And it was like, you know, what's that commercial? One phone call, that's all. I don't even think the phone was hung up good before he was in the yard. Where we got to go? What do you need? We got the money. Don't worry about it. Let's go shopping right now. You know, socks, underwear, cigarettes, whatever you need. You get in the car right now. We taking Emery with us. Yo, you could play with him on the way down. So it was me, my 2 sisters, my son, and my mama. Okay. And they took me to Columbia to rehab there. Okay. And we got there, and I got out, and I was saying to myself then, this is it. This is it. This the last time you're gonna have to do this. Yes. And then in the back of my head is you hope. And see, I hear, I'm not crazy. But
you ain't the only one.
Okay. But I hear.
Honey, that's all of us. Okay. It's just different what we hear about.
Right. Right.
But that's all of us.
Right. So, but I get out. Now, mind you, I'm a master manipulator. I know how to talk. I know I got to get the gap. I chose at that time I'm not going to lie to these people. I'm not going to try to cheat these people. I'm going to do everything that they said do. I'm not going to do nothing I know to do. Right? Get in rehab. The counselor I had, did everything she said to do. The exercise, I got into it. My bishop said, I bought into it. I bought into it all. And it came up to around Christmas time. And I'm in rehab. And my counselor came to me. She was like, well, Lamont, I know you love that little boy of yours. Because they would bring him down for visits and stuff. And she met him. And, like I said, my family stick with me. They got my back. She said, I know you love that little boy of yours. And we finna go on vacation. I ain't going to be back for 2 weeks. That means you'll be in here till after Christmas. But if you want to, I can sign your discharge papers now. And I was like, hold up. I had already planned to be here to after Christmas because I said I would start this and I would finish it every step of the way. So she said, you sure? Everybody want to go home for Christmas. I said, I do want to go home for Christmas. But if you let me leave early, it won't be no Christmas. Not that, I'll go home and use.
Right.
But see, to me on the inside, I was saying, you quit again. So you can quit something else. So I stayed past Christmas. Might have been 3 days past Christmas because I had made a commitment to God.
Yes.
My first commitment ever to God. I said, okay, whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. Wherever you tell me to go, I'll go. Whatever you tell me to say, I'll say.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what to listen for. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know how to do this. But I do know that if you say I can, I will.
Yes.
So I get out of rehab. And I think we had a revival of some kind going on. I'm not sure. Now, addicts who I also belong to self-help groups. Because they help me. Yes, I have my own understanding of and personal relationship of my God. And the people at my church love me to death and would do anything for me. To life, right. But it's other people that I have to have to talk to because, see, I can't call you at 2 o'clock in the morning and tell you that I feel like smoking dope, and you be able to help me because you don't know what that feels like. So I got other people. So I get out of rehab, and one of the things that they suggest you do is 90 meetings in 90 days. You get out of rehab, go to a meeting. Well, I missed y'all so much that instead of going to a meeting, I came to church. And this wasn't a regular service. It was another preacher. The very first Sunday service I attended out of rehab. Now, mind you, I met Bishop. I knew who Bishop was. But my mentality, my thought process said to me that he didn't know who I was. He'll never recognize you. He don't. If he know you, somebody told him about you. Well, when I got to church that day, good service. And right at the end, he said, come here, man. And I don't know what made me know that he was talking to me. But I knew he was talking to me. And he didn't call my name. He just said, come here, man. At first I looked back, and then I just round the side. He said, man, I'm proud of you. He said, he held up a sheet of paper, blank. He said, if you stick with me and you do how I say, you could rewrite your whole life on this piece of paper. He said, if you need me, you got access to me. He said, but if you do what and how I say, and listen to what I say, he said, you can rewrite your whole life. He said, I believe in you.
Yes. Yes.
And since that day, I've been having to revise that paper. I'll write a goal down and check it off. I mean, once I got clean, I thought life was gonna be peaches and cream. What I did not know was y'all go through the same thing I go through. It's just that I don't go through it. I just smoke dope to get past it or to not feel it.
Right.
Well, my family, my church family, my other friends helped me to relearn, because I didn't know how to live. I found out that I'm not really a bad guy.
Right.
You know?
So how do you sit here today for somebody that's watching and they are tired of being the way that they are, but they don't know how to not be how they are? What would you tell them is one of the most important things that they can do to get out of the addiction?
Be honest with yourself.
Okay.
See, because the only one in denial is you. Everybody that you know around you know you on dope. You may have your job. You may still be renting a place, or may even have your own house that somebody probably gave you. But get honest with yourself and get honest with somebody else and let them know, this is my life. I don't like it, but I don't know how not to do this. And there's somebody out there that does know what you're going through. You're not hiding it. It's evident. Not we. They see it because they saw it on me. But they allowed it to go on. They allowed it to happen because until you get to the point that that's not what you want to do, nothing's going to change.
Okay.
You can wish it, you can pray it, you can hope it. But until deep down inside, you want something different. Because see, I needed something different a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I wanted something different, something other than the dope, the lifestyle, the mentality.
You have to find something that you want that's greater than that.
You have to find something more important than the dope, more important than the sound of the chatter. Because you're not by yourself. But if you stay locked up in your own head and you keep telling yourself, you got this, you can beat it on your own, you cannot do this by, I do not do nothing by myself.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Because I can't.
Okay.
If I could, I've done it a long time ago. My life would have been changed.
Right.
But in the last 1,787 days, the change is still going on.
Okay.
You know, you have to want it and you have to ask for it.
That you can think of. What is one of the things that you are most grateful for?
Freedom.
Okay. If you had to choose just one, what would you say was your most blessed moment?
Just one. When I finally knew that I wasn't going to do dope.
And the last one. What one word summarizes your life thus far?
Blessed.
Okay. Okay. You want to holler?
Let's go. Okay, we good. We good.
I'm so grateful for you, Mom. We love you. I can say we, because like I said, man, we love you so much.
And I love y'all.
We're so grateful for you.
I love y'all.
So
Thank
grateful
y'all.
for what God is doing in your life. He ain't finished. You're not finished. You're still a work in progress, as we all are. And one thing that I'm committing to, and I'm asking everybody to commit to. I remember you saying at the beginning that there was this list, and you've been able to forgive most of them. And so my prayer, because you talk about freedom, boy, look at here. When you let the rest of them folk go, because you ain't holding them, they still living.
Yeah.
You holding you.
Me. Right.
When you let them go, you gonna fly like you never seen.
Okay.
So not only am I praying, everybody who sees this is gonna pray that you are able to release forgiveness so that you can release the rest of you.
Okay.
Because you ain't seen nothing yet. If God is doing what he's doing, and you know you still have some of those things that haven't been able to release you,
Right.
I'm praying that you talk about that 90 days. In the next 90 days, when you get serious about letting people go, every time you let somebody go, something is going to be released to you.
Okay.
The next 90 days,
I'll receive all of that. I sure will.
you're going to walk in forgiveness like you never have.
And you know, within the next 90 days, I've never been here, but I'll be celebrating 5 whole years without anything.
Okay.
I've never been here before.
My God.
Every day is new to me. So I'll receive that, and I'll do my best to start learning how to let these people be where they at.
Yes.
And
it's getting ready to happen.
Yeah,
it's getting ready to happen.
I know.
I love you, brother.
I love you too.
Y'all, thank you so much for joining us for the Sister Speak Brother Break show. I know that you've been blessed. I'm asking you to share this with someone that you know might be helped from this. Because it's not about us. It's not just about you hearing it, but there is somebody who needs to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for joining us today. If you've been blessed by today's show, feel free to let us know. And if you'd like to sow into this ministry, become a sponsor, or contact us, you can reach us at 803-221-0169. Or you can email us at thessbbshow@gmail.com. Let's continue this journey together. Missed any of our past episodes? Catch up on past shows on my YouTube channel at Marcy Bush, MarceyBush. And be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any future episodes.